Imagine this. You're staring at the stars, wondering about the universe, when suddenly a telescope so powerful it can peer back to the dawn of time delivers a message that flips everything you thought you knew upside down. What if I told you the James Webb Space Telescope just found something so shocking, so impossible, that it's left scientists speechless and the world on edge? Galaxies too old, planets too big, structures too perfect, and a signal, yes, a signal, that doesn't belong in any science textbook. This isn't just a discovery, it's a wake-up call that could rewrite our place in the cosmos. Buckle up, because what I'm about to share is going to blow your mind and make you question everything. The James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's most advanced eye on the universe, was built to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos, to show us what the universe looked like billions of years ago when the first stars were born. But instead of just confirming what we thought we knew, it's dropped a bombshell that's shaking the very foundations of physics, cosmology, and our understanding of space and time. In a series of jaw-dropping observations, this telescope has revealed galaxies, planets, and structures that shouldn't exist, patterns that defy logic, and a signal so eerie it's got scientists whispering about possibilities they're almost afraid to say out loud. From perfectly aligned galaxies to a mysterious pulse in the void, these findings aren't just challenging our theories, they're suggesting we might be part of something far bigger, older, and more deliberate than we ever imagined. So let's dive into the first part of this cosmic puzzle and explore what the James Webb Telescope has uncovered that stopped the world in its tracks. It all starts with the deep field images, those breathtaking snapshots of the universe that show us galaxies billions of light years away. When the James Webb Telescope turned its gaze to a galaxy cluster called AEL 2744, something strange caught the researchers' eyes. They saw light points, perfectly aligned, forming symmetrical structures that looked like they were drawn with a cosmic ruler. Now, galactic evolution is supposed to be chaotic, a messy dance of gas, dust, and gravity. But these patterns, they're anything but random. They're precise, almost too perfect, like someone or something arranged them with intention. And it wasn't just AEL 2744. In another galaxy, NGC 1365, a spiral beauty, the telescope spotted motion patterns that didn't make sense. The way these stars and gas clouds were moving suggested gravitational behavior that laughed in the face of our basic models. It's like the universe was following a script we hadn't read yet. These anomalies kept popping up, image after image, across billions of light years. The farther the telescope looked, the weirder things got. Patterns repeating, structures showing geometric precision in a cosmos we thought was all about chaos. Scientists tried to brush it off as coincidence, but the patterns were too frequent, too consistent, too perfect. Whispers started spreading in research labs. What if we're not seeing randomness at all? What if this is a kind of order we don't understand? What if the universe is trying to tell us something? Then there's the case of SHIP 65426b, an exoplanet that's got astronomers scratching their heads so hard they're losing hair. This planet, hundreds of light years away, is a monster, 7 times the mass of Jupiter, orbiting its star at 3 times the distance of Neptune. That alone is wild, but here's the kicker. Its star is only 15 million years old. For perspective, that's a blink in cosmic terms. According to everything we know about planetary formation, there's no way a planet this massive could form so far from its star in such a short time and stay stable. There's no protoplanetary disk, no leftover material, no gravitational explanation that fits. This planet is glowing at over 1,000 degrees Celsius, sitting there like it's mocking our textbooks. Some researchers are starting to wonder if HIP 65426b even belongs to its current system. What if it's a relic from a previous cosmic cycle? What if it was transplanted, reused, or, dare I say it, deliberately placed there? There are no answers yet, just a planet that shouldn't exist, challenging everything we thought we knew about how worlds are born. It's like finding a fully built skyscraper in a town that's only been around for a week. How did it get there? Who or what put it there? And why? But the surprises don't stop there. The James Webb Telescope also captured something called an Einstein ring around a galaxy known as J418. Now, an Einstein ring happens when a massive galaxy in the foreground bends the light from another galaxy behind it, creating a ring of light. It's a cool effect of gravity, predicted by Einstein himself. But this ring, it's not just cool, it's perfect. A full, uninterrupted circle of light with such mathematical symmetry that even the most seasoned astrophysicists were left stunned. For this to happen, the alignment between the two galaxies has to be exact, down to fractions of a degree, across billions of light years. That's not just rare, it's statistically improbable, like flipping a coin a million times and getting heads every time. Gravitational lensing is a known phenomenon, but this level of perfection is something else entirely. It's raising questions that go beyond physics. Could this be a hint of some deeper symmetry woven into the fabric of space-time itself? Is the universe not as chaotic as we've assumed, but instead governed by a geometry we're only starting to glimpse? Every time we think we've got the cosmos figured out, the James Webb Telescope throws us a curveball like this, forcing us to rethink everything. These discoveries alone are enough to make your head spin, but they're just the beginning. The patterns in AEL 2744 and NGC 1365 suggest a universe that might be more organized than we ever imagined. HIP 65426b challenges the very rules of how planets come to be, hinting at a cosmic history we can't yet grasp. And the perfect Einstein ring around J418 makes us wonder if the universe is built on a framework of symmetry we've barely begun to understand. Each of these findings is a piece of a puzzle that doesn't fit our current picture of the cosmos. They're not just anomalies, they're invitations to question everything. Are we seeing the fingerprints of a universe that's been shaped, designed, or even engineered? Or are we just projecting our desire for meaning onto a chaotic void? The James Webb Telescope isn't just showing us stars and galaxies. It's showing us that we might be part of something far bigger, something that's been waiting for us to notice. And trust me, it only gets wilder from here. If you're as blown away as I am, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's keep exploring this cosmic mystery together. Stay tuned for part 2, because the James Webb Telescope has more secrets to spill, and they're going to change the way you see the universe forever. A planet that shouldn't exist, and an Einstein ring so flawless it's rewriting our understanding of the universe's geometry. But the James Webb Telescope isn't done shaking the foundations of everything we thought we knew. In this second part, we're diving into some of the most shocking findings yet. Galaxies that formed way too early, invisible forces bending light in empty space, and a cosmic structure so precise it looks like it was built. These aren't just scientific discoveries. They're clues that the universe might be hiding a history, a purpose, or even a design we've never imagined. Let's jump right in and see why the James Webb Telescope is stopping the world in its tracks. One of the most jaw-dropping revelations from the James Webb Telescope is the discovery of massive, fully formed galaxies that were already shining bright just 180 million years after the Big Bang. Now, 180 million years might sound like a long time, but in cosmic terms, it's like the universe was still in diapers. According to everything we know, the early universe was a chaotic soup of gas and particles, far too young and messy to produce galaxies as big as our Milky Way, complete with spiral structures and blazing brightness. Yet there they are, captured in Webb's images, galaxies that are stable, organized, and glowing with the kind of maturity that should have taken billions of years to develop. These aren't baby galaxies. They're cosmic giants, strutting around when the universe was barely out of the cradle. This discovery is sending cosmologists into a frenzy because it doesn't just bend the rules of galaxy formation, it breaks them. If these galaxies are as old as the data suggests, our entire timeline of the universe is wrong. The Big Bang, the cornerstone of modern cosmology, might not be the full story. Some researchers are now saying out loud what was once unthinkable. The universe could have a history that stretches back long before what we call the beginning. Imagine that. A universe with a past we never knew about. maybe even a cycle of creation and destruction that predates our own existence. These galaxies aren't just stars and gas. They're a warning that we've been reading the wrong chapter of the cosmic story. But the weirdness doesn't stop there. In a patch of space where there's supposed to be nothing, no stars, no galaxies, no black holes, the James Webb Telescope detected something that's got scientists double-checking their instruments. It's a gravitational lensing effect, where light from distant galaxies is bending, curving, and distorting as if something massive is sitting in the way. Gravitational lensing happens when a huge object, like a galaxy, warps spacetime, bending the light passing through it. But here's the problem. There's nothing visible in this spot. No glowing stars, no swirling galaxies, no cosmic beacons to explain it. At first, astronomers thought it might be dark matter, that mysterious stuff we can't see but know affects gravity. Dark matter is supposed to be invisible, spread out in diffuse clouds, pulling things together across the cosmos. But this lensing effect is different. It's too strong, too localized, acting like a single, defined object with symmetry and edges, not some shapeless cloud. It's as if something massive is hiding in plain sight, warping space with a precision that doesn't fit our models. Some scientists are cautiously suggesting this could be a cluster of dark matter condensed into a form we've never seen before. But others are going further, whispering ideas that sound like they belong in science fiction. What if this isn't dark matter at all? What if it's the gravitational echo of something ancient, something left behind? A structure, maybe even built, still silently shaping the universe. This invisible force is challenging everything we know about dark matter and raising questions about what else might be out there, unseen, pulling the strings of the cosmos. Then there's the discovery of a massive intergalactic filament, a structure so vast and precise it's making researchers question whether the universe is as random as we thought. This filament stretches over 1 billion light years, a cosmic highway of galaxies and matter, a line so perfectly it looks like it was laid out with a blueprint. Scientists have seen filaments before. They're part of the cosmic web, the large-scale structure of the universe where galaxies cluster along threads of matter, connected by gravity. But this one is different. It's not just a loose string of galaxies. It's a grid, with galaxies following parallel paths, dark matter clumping at exact intervals, and voids repeating in a pattern that's almost too regular. Even the redshift readings, which tell us how fast this region is moving away from us, show a wave-like regularity, like the universe is humming a tune in this corner of space. Mainstream cosmology says these filaments form naturally over billions of years, pulled together by gravity's slow dance. But the symmetry here is hard to ignore. It's like finding a perfectly straight road in the middle of a jungle. It doesn't feel accidental. Some researchers are starting to wonder if this filament is evidence of something more deliberate, like the fingerprints of a cosmic builder. Others are holding back, saying our brains are just wired to see patterns where there aren't any. But when you've got galaxies lined up like soldiers, dark matter spaced out like clockwork, and redshift readings dancing in sync, it's tough to call it random. This filament isn't just a structure. It's a challenge to the idea that the universe is all chaos and chance. It's making us ask, what if the cosmos was designed, or at least shaped, by something we can't yet comprehend? These discoveries are pushing us to the edge of what we thought was possible. The massive galaxies forming just 180 million years after the Big Bang are telling us the universe might be older or more complex than we ever imagined. The invisible lensing in empty space is hinting at hidden structures or forces that don't fit our understanding of dark matter. And the billion light-year filament, with its grid-like precision, is whispering that the universe might have a framework, a purpose, or even a creator. Each of these findings is a piece of a puzzle that's starting to look less like random noise and more like a message. From perfectly aligned galaxies and a planet that defies all logic to massive galaxies born too soon and a billion light-year filament that looks like it was engineered, we've seen evidence that the universe might not be the chaotic, random place we assumed. But hold on to your seats, because in this third part, we're diving into the strangest, most spine-chilling discoveries yet. A radical idea about dark matter, a mysterious signal that's got scientists whispering about messages from the void. And the big question, are we part of a cosmic system that's been waiting for us to wake up? The James Webb Telescope isn't just rewriting science, it's rewriting our place in the grand cosmic puzzle. Let's dive in and see why the world has stopped in its tracks. One of the wildest ideas coming out of the James Webb Telescope's observations is something that sounds like it belongs in a philosophy class, not a physics lab. What if dark matter, that invisible stuff we've been trying to understand for decades, isn't just sitting there doing nothing? What if it's carrying a kind of cosmic memory? In multiple images from the telescope, researchers noticed something bizarre. Clusters of galaxies forming in patterns that seem to echo distant, earlier formations, like the universe is replaying its greatest hits across time and space. It's as if the way galaxies are arranged today is somehow reflecting structures that existed billions of years ago. Now, dark matter is supposed to be this inert, invisible force that helps gravity hold galaxies together. But what if it's more than that? Some scientists are starting to propose that dark matter might hold on to gravitational imprints, like a cosmic hard drive storing the blueprints of past structures. These imprints could be shaping new galaxies, guiding them to form in ways that mimic ancient alignments. It's not data like we think of it, but something deeper, a memory woven into the fabric of the universe itself. This idea blurs the line between science and something almost mystical. If dark matter is preserving the universe's history, then every spiral galaxy, every cluster, every empty void might be part of a design that's far older than we ever imagined. It's like the universe isn't just moving forward, it's looking back, remembering who it was, and maybe even planning who it's going to be. This isn't just a discovery, it's a glimpse into a universe that might be alive with purpose. And it's making us wonder what else we've been missing all this time. But if you thought that was wild, brace yourself for the discovery that's got everyone from NASA to backyard stargazers losing sleep. During a deep field scan in a void sector, a patch of space so empty it's practically a cosmic ghost town, the James Webb Telescope picked up something that doesn't just defy hunting ground for a signal that's too regular to be random. These weren't the flickering of a distant star or the pulsing of a pulsar or quasar, those cosmic lighthouses we know so well. No, these were faint light fluctuations, repeating at exact intervals, like a metronome ticking in the dark, and then, poof, they vanished completely. At first, scientists thought it had to be a mistake. Maybe it was a reflection, interference, or a glitch in the telescope's insanely complex systems. But when they ran the data through independent checks, the pattern held up. The origin point of this signal showed no stars, no nebulae, no heat signatures, nothing that could explain it, just a steady, deliberate flash, timed with a precision that feels almost too perfect for nature. Now, NASA hasn't said much officially, which only fuels the mystery, but behind closed doors, researchers are asking a question that's been haunting humanity for decades. What if this is a message? Not necessarily a take me to your leader kind of signal, but something meant to be noticed, a beacon left behind by someone or something. The implications are chilling. If this signal is real, it could mean we're not alone. Not just in space, but in time, or even in thought. It's the kind of discovery that makes you stare at the night sky and wonder who's staring back. And here's the thing, this isn't science fiction. These are real, measurable data points captured by the most advanced telescope we've ever built. The James Webb Telescope was supposed to show us the past, but what if it's showing us a future we're only starting to understand? So what does all this mean for us? The James Webb Telescope's discoveries, those perfectly aligned galaxies, the impossible planet HIP 65426b, the flawless Einstein ring, the two early galaxies, the invisible lensing, the grid-like filament, the idea of dark matter as memory, and now this eerie signal are more than just scientific curiosities. They're a collision between what we believed and what might actually be true. They're challenging the Big Bang, the rules of planetary formation, our models of gravity, and the idea that the universe is just a random roll of the dice. Each finding is a thread in a tapestry that's starting to look less like chaos and more like a system, a design, maybe even a plan. The repeated patterns, the symmetries, the precision. It's hard to shake the feeling that we're seeing fingerprints, traces of something or someone that came before. Are we looking at relics of an ancient intelligence? Is the universe itself a kind of machine, built with rules we're only now beginning to glimpse? Or are we, as some scientists caution, just seeing patterns because our brains are wired to find them, projecting meaning onto a void that doesn't care? The truth is, we don't know yet. But what we do know is that these discoveries are an invitation, a call to rethink our place in the cosmos. We're not just observers staring at a distant sky. We might be part of a system that's been waiting for us to look deeper, to ask the right questions, to see the stars for what they really are. The James Webb Telescope has given us a map, not just of the early universe, but of possibilities we've barely dared to imagine. It's shown us that we might not be alone, that the universe could have a history. Свое зрение может быть даже и цель. And as we stand here on the edge of this new frontier, we have to ask ourselves, are these discoveries just reflections of our own longing for meaning, or are they signs of something more? Something that's been there all along, waiting for us to notice? The world has stopped because the James Webb Telescope hasn't just shown us where we came from. It's hinting at where we're meant to go. So what do you think? Is this the universe talking to us, or are we just shouting into the void? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if this blew your mind, and subscribe with the notification bell on so you don't miss what comes next. Because if the James Webb Telescope keeps delivering like this, the next image might change everything. Thank you for joining me on this cosmic journey. Keep looking up, and I'll see you beyond the stars.